Hey guys, Mike and Lisa here. Hey, as many of you know, we are headed to Kenya, Africa, and we'd like you to come along and join us as we do this video adventure. So please hit the subscribe button and stay tuned because we got a lot of things coming up. So here we are on the plane in Paris getting ready to head to Nairobi. It was a long flight, it was 8 hours. It's a night flight. We finally get into Nairobi and get through customs, and now we are looking for our driver to take us to our host family's house.
Are you just leaving here?
And it took a little while, but they were there and we got loaded right up. Leaving the airport, we saw all these animals. Unfortunately, they're not real, they're statues, but we'll see more real animals later, like right here. And our host family was getting a delivery of something. This is just one of the many ways that people get stuff delivered in Kenya. So now the guys are in the car and we're getting ready to load up. We have some stuff to do.
Okay, guys, so we just came through Nakuru and very busy. We are going out to look at some bricks to see what we can do with our Bible college. And so we're here with Reverend Nemuel. He's our driver today. He does not know how to drive a stick shift, so he drives an automatic. And back here we got Pastor Sean, who is very tired today because he works so hard. The rest of us have been resting, but Pastor Sean works very hard. And here's Pastor Dick.
Hi, Mom.
Yep. And so we are going to stop by the barber shop and get him a shave later.
No, we're not.
So, and Pastor Sean and I are going to hold him down and we're going to trim that beard up.
No, we're not.
So here we are in the countryside, headed between two cities, and these are just vendors along the street selling their stuff. And some of this might be a full-time job for these people, selling either potatoes or tomatoes or whatever they might have. And it's quite a different from what we are used to. Riding a motorcycle, yeah, that's a job. And they'll put several people on a motorcycle and transport them around to different places. There you see some potatoes, some squash, some different things. And yes, they do drive on the wrong side of the road here in Kenya. Pretty tough to get used to when you're riding the passenger seat up front. You really think that you need a steering wheel and a brake. Lots of different vendors all selling what they've grown or what they have to sell. Also, they let their animals just graze. They'll take out their goats and their cows and they just graze wherever there's fresh grass. So they have some food for them. Here you can see the goats and the cows and whatever they have grazing. Goats and cows seem to be the... So here we are headed down into Nakuru. Nakuru is the next bigger city past Njoro. It's taken a while for me to get to say Njoro right. So as you can see, as we get closer down towards the center of the city, it's getting busier and busier. And as you can see there, the trees are in bloom because even though it's October in the United States, it's springtime over here. People busy all the time doing stuff. Here they're selling some blankets and stuff that they have. Everybody always has something for sale. See kind of a palm tree there. It's more of a tropical climate. And here we start into the first traffic circle. Very crazy driving. I'm not even sure what I would compare it to. Not a lot of fast driving, but very crazy driving. And they just sneak in wherever they get a chance to. Keep things moving along. Even though things are this crazy, I don't see any accidents ever happening. Everybody just doing their thing and going their way. And there doesn't seem to be any road rage. You'll hear a few little toots. You'll see this guy here sneak in. Just trying to get somewhere. A lot of motorcycle taxis cost you 1,000 or 100 shillings, 200 shillings to go where you want to go, $1 to $2 US. See, the trees are in bloom there. Just kind of an exciting time. Here we're going to go get ready to be going into our next traffic circle. Things are getting busier and busier as we get closer to the center of town. And if you can't afford a motorcycle taxi, you just walk, and a lot of people do walk. It's kind of neat to see the way that these guys paint up their motorcycle taxis, a lot of different colors. They even have umbrellas that cover the riders. And I've seen upwards of 3 pastors on a motorcycle, and a mom and 3 kids, and the driver on a little 100cc motorcycle. Their trucks are extremely, extremely slow. Their commercial big trucks are very slow. And just motorcycle taxis everywhere. And you can see the vans there also. That's their form of transportation, because very few people can afford a car or a motorcycle. And so when they need to go somewhere, they take these vans here, or a motorcycle taxi. Those vans in America would hold maybe 9, 10. I was in a van that we had 23 Kenyans in one of these vans at one time. Quite an experience. And they are just everywhere. These vans will have a driver, and then they'll have a guy who takes the money and negotiates the deal. Yep, things are getting really busy. Here's our next traffic circle. There's actually a mall here on our right. Quite a big place. Things are very expensive in there. There's a tuk-tuk, a little 3-wheeled taxi. And see people just walk out in front of you. It gets kind of crazy. No road rage, though. Things are so busy here. We have a walkway. There's actually a train station here off to the left, and the trains go over to the right. And this is a big metropolitan area. A lot of people go here to get a taxi, a van to get out of Nakuru, going out into the what we would call the suburbs. See vans everywhere. A few cars. So we had to make a detour, and these are some of the stuff that people were growing and selling. And this OSHA-approved scaffolding was really kind of unique. And there's a house up here that Lisa and I actually stayed in several years ago when we were here. And we've taken this side trip here because there's a cheese factory, and we had to order a cheese from this factory. They do yogurt here also. These are the nicer houses. Every house here has a wall around them, and barbed wire or glass on top of the wall so you can't scale the wall. After we got our cheese, or ordered our cheese, we got back on the now main road. Not quite as busy as the highway we were on. This is kind of the industrial section. We're headed out of Nakuru. See lots of trucks here. There's actually, I'm not sure if it was a refinery off to our right or if it's just a substation. Here we got a guy hauling food for cows, I presume. But they had a refinery right here. That's why we have all these tanker trucks. You can see bigger apartment buildings. This is a newer place that's growing up and getting larger. And just kind of different, kind of spread out here as we are headed out closer to the block factory. This is the new area, the booming area, I guess, as the city expands into the suburbs. So we finally make it out to the block factory. These are the pallets they stack the blocks on. They make 5 blocks at a time. They had just pressed these when we were pulling in. Here are the mixers. They mix the cement in for the blocks. Not really that good at blocks compared to American standards, but they get the job done. This machine is actually quite sophisticated by Kenyan standards. Actually has a motor on it. And here you'll see they are moving the blocks. They bring them out of the machine. They let them dry for a while. I assume they cover them up with these tarps, and then they hand stack them. I love this machine, or this cart that they have. Kind of unique. Balance things out. I think in America sometimes we get our sophisticated machines and don't do as good as a job as they get done here. Seem to get the job done very well. So we've now left Njoro after a night of rest, and we're headed to Kisii. We picked up another member of our team, Mary Faith, who's going to be helping us at the orphanage. And I really like the train here. It's something different now that we're traveling during the day. I also love the trees, how they just go out and flatten off. So we travel here, we go through the next city. People out selling what they have, people out buying what they have, and it's just a different way of doing things. But things are starting to improve. You'll see up here a walkway that the government has built because this road is getting very busy, and I'm sure they don't want people to get hurt. Everybody just sets up wherever they want to sell their stuff. And the transport vans stop to pick people up. Being a metropolitan area, you'll see taxis picking people up and taking them where they need to go.
Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Mike. We're here at our compound today, and we're getting ready to head over to the orphanage for the first time. And so we're in Kisii, Kenya, Africa, and it's going to be quite a trip out to the orphanage today. Looking forward to it. We got lots of gifts and stuff to give to the kids, and so I thought you just might want to see our compound here and see what it looks like as we get ready to head out. It's a different compound I've ever stayed at here, but always part of the Kenya experience and quite unique. So stick around, ride along with us as we adventure this together.
So guys, this is the end of this video, and we are going to be making a lot more as we take our adventures here in Kenya. So stick with us, subscribe, don't miss out on any of our videos. I'm going to try to get them out every other day. Thanks.